Everybody, this is Daryl from Crypto Daily Trade Signals, come to you live from Bangkok, Thailand, guys. It's a great time to be alive. So we're going to be talking about, Binance. Are they going to flip, guys? Are they absolutely going to flip out there? Are they going to, allow the, burn on all transactions? We're going to be talking about that. And also, too, we're going to calculate exactly how many years it would take at the 1.2% burn rate, how many years it would take to burn the total circulating supply of Luna Classic out there. So we're gonna deep dive into that, guys. So if you love math, we're going to be getting into that, so it's a great time to be alive. So, there's a lot of speculation out there about what's going on with Binance. We all know that Binance right now, they're about 50% of all the Luna Classic transactions are happening on Binance right now. So they're absolutely a huge, big player out there, and it's really, really important that, we try to convince Binance to basically allow all transactions to have the 1.2% tax. Because the way I see it right now, if we take a look at the way the tax structure is, and most of the exchanges are only allowing, on-chain burns. I mean, that is, and what that means, in case you don't know what an on-chain burn is, that any Luna Classic that's coming into an exchange or leaving the exchange is subject to the 1.2% tax. So we all know that this tax is going live in about 3 days, and 3 days and about 2 hours at the time of recording. So, hey, I forgot to mention, no, this is financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so just to get that straight. So, there's a lot of people who are kind of like, looking at that, and from that perspective, the way I see it is if we keep the current tax burn at 1.2% for only on-chain transactions, and Binance is holding more than 50% of all the transactions that are happening on a daily basis, and that means that it's only going to be about 5% of the total transactions or volume that's traded every day is actually going to be subject to the tax. So if that's the case, it's going to take a long time basically burn off the supply, and so we're going to talk about that in this video as well. I'm going to get into it, but before we do that, let's just get into a little bit of news. Let's take a look at what's going on with the crypto markets. Let's take a look at the Luna Classic chart, see what's going on with that. So let's jump into it, guys. Let's absolutely jump into it right now. So let's get it, guys. Don't forget to go back and watch all my other videos. We would appreciate it. Become a member. Let's absolutely do it. So we're seeing that the fear and greed overall for cryptocurrency right now is up right now. It's at 27 right now, so that is pretty good news out there. If we take a look at the crypto bubbles, it's looking pretty good. We're seeing that more green today. So it looks like all the hype around the merge is dying down as it would be, and we're heading into a pretty turbulent week. So we could expect some more downward sell pressure. I'm hoping that the crypto markets will bounce back. We're seeing right now that Bitcoin is just above $20,000, so that seems to be holding as a nice support zone. We're seeing that Ethereum right now is slightly up, but a lot of people have been disappointed. A lot of people were thinking that the merge was going to actually push cryptocurrency up, but it didn't. It was a typical buy the rumor, sell the news situation. What is happening for the crypto markets right now? We're seeing that overall, we're seeing the crypto markets are basically slightly up. We're seeing Ethereum is up. We're seeing BNB is up. Binance is down. XRP is up 5.73%. We're seeing Cardano is up. Don't forget we got the Cardano Basel 4 coming as well. Doge is up. Shiba Inu is up. And also let's see if we can find a Luna Classic out there. So Luna Classic out there. Luna. There it is. Luna Classic is up about 3.89%. So that is not too shabby in the house. There's been a tweet from Dogecoin out there. Dogecoin just came out and he tweeted, he says, "I'm not on the run or anything similar to that for any government agency that has shown interest to communicate. We are in full cooperation. We don't have anything to hide." So the recent news is that the Dogecoin is now left motorbike. Recent news is Dogecoin has left Singapore, and he's now somewhere TBD, and I think the manhunt is on. So he's coming out and tweeting, but he didn't say, "Look, I'm Dogecoin, I'm here in Korea," and you all know that he has revoked his passport. So if we take a look at what's going on with the Luna Classic fractal right now, so overall we see that things are not too bad. We're seeing that Luna Classic right now is at 3.10031 in the house, and we're seeing that we did talk about yesterday. We had this whole WXY pattern that was happening for a Luna Classic out there, so that was pretty good. And you can see that we have this XY WXY pattern, and we have broken out of this downwards sloping triangle here, and it looks like that we could be, if according to the Elliott wave formation, we could be seeing our next target should be around about 007. So that is pretty cool beans in the house. So that is looking good for. So we can see here for Luna Classic from its high that we had about a week ago, we have seen that we have retraced around about 47%. So almost 50% on the downward side. Now a lot of people are saying that Luna Classic is over, Luna Classic is dead, and it's time to get out. But you know, it's very normal after I have these parabolic pumps to the upside. It's very normal that a cryptocurrency will retrace down about 50%. Now keep in mind that if we do retrace down about 50%, we are going to have a 100% increase to get back to where we were. And we have this WXY pattern, the LA waves are saying that we could be seeing ourselves getting back up to about 0007 in the house. So I'm really not panicking out there. You shouldn't be panicking out there. And things are still looking good for a Luna Classic overall. And I think that, you know, a good size to invest in the Luna Classic right now is probably anywhere around about $500. I think $500 is a pretty comfortable zone. So we're seeing that the Luna Classic is up about 0.77%. We're seeing that right now the total volume is around about $699 million. So not too shabby, but that's only about 36 of the total volume. Keep in mind that it is right now, it is a weekend, so the volume is going to be pretty light out there. There's no real big news other than we got the burn happening in 3 days, but things are overall looking not too shabby. So let's take a look at what's going on right now. So if we take a look at, let's just make an assumption that we have the daily volume for Luna Classic is about 1 billion. So we got a daily volume of 1 billion, and let's talk about how long is it going to take to burn through the total circulating supply of just over 6.9 trillion Luna Classic tokens. So let's say that the daily on-chain transactions that are calculated in this burn, and I've really put it at about 5%. I mean, a lot of people are using 20%, 10%, but right now, because Binance is only doing the burn on transactions coming in, I think that it's reasonable to say that only about 5% of the daily volume is actually going to be burn, because I think the rest of it is going to be is going to be off chain through order book on Binance. So that gives a total amount of burn in dollars, about $50 million a day is going to be burned. So if I apply the 1.2% tax rate to that, and that's right here, then that gives me a total burn value in dollars of about $600,000. So right now we know that our total circulating supply is about almost 7 trillion out there. And if I take the current price right now of 0.003128, that means that the number of tokens burned per day is about 1.9 billion. Okay, that sounds like a lot of tokens, but in retrospect to the total circulating supply, it's not much. So and if we times that by 30 days, that gives us roughly about 57.5 billion tokens per month is being burned. So So how many months is it going to take us to burn the total supply down to zero? Well, that's going to be about 120 months. So, and that is about 10 years. So that is about 10 years, given that Binance does not apply the 1.2% tax on all transaction incoming, outgoing, and also the volume that they're trading. So from that perspective, that means it's going to take 10 years. So how long is it going to take for us to get to $1? It's going to take a long time, guys. It's going to take, just below 10 years to do that. So from my perspective, it is very critical and it's very crucial out there that we get, more and more of the transactions on Binance have this tax applied. So let's just do the math. Let's say, for example, this goes up to 10%. So let's say 10% of all the volume is burned. You can see here that the number of years it would take to go to zero is 5 years. Now, right now, we all know that Binance is responsible for about 50% of all the transactions. So let's say that Binance agrees to tax every transaction. So that would be 50%, right, guys? So let's put in 50%. So based on that, if all the transactions had the 1.2%, it would take around about 1 year to burn all of the all the Luna Classic. Now that ain't going to happen in our lifetime. So right now, I believe that a good average that we're looking at is around about 0.5%. So I think we're looking at about half a percent, guys. I think 0.5% is going to be the amount of tax that's going to be applied. So I think it's going to take a long time for us to burn the total supply out there. I mean, I'm hoping that Binance will come in and they'll come to some arrangement where they'll say, look, we'll do 20% of all the transactions. They'll set a ceiling where, if you trade a certain amount of volume, any volume over that, they're going to apply a tax. But we definitely need Binance to get on board with us. Otherwise, Luna to $1, it's going to take a very long time to get there. I mean, sure, something could happen, aliens could happen, something spectacular could happen. But, based on this, if we take a look at the daily on-chain percentage that is going to be applied to the daily average volumes at 0.5%, it's going to take 10 years, guys. So that is what that's all about, 10 years. So you guys have to buckle up. Don't get mad at me. Don't beat me up. I just want to, give you guys a reality check. But, even if it goes up, let's say it goes up to 10% or 20%. Let's put 20%. And that's not impossible. We could see that at 20%, it's going to take about 2 years. About 2 years to burn the total supply. And of course, we're never going to burn the total supply because that means that there'd be no more Luna Classic. So at some point, the developers and the team at Luna, at the DAO, are going to stop the burn. Remember, this burn is not going to last forever because if they keep this burn going forever, what's going to happen is the total supply is going to get burned and there's going to be no more coins. So at some point, they're going to turn this off. So at what point, we don't know. But like I said, it's going to take a while. So from my perspective, let's say I'm wrong. Let's say that the amount of the percentage being burned every day is only 2%. So it's going to take 25 years. Okay, so that's the reality of it out there. So don't beat me up in the comments. I appreciate it. So I just want to bring that to your attention. Let's take a look what's going on with the Dogecoin right now. So right now, if we take a look at Dogecoin, is coming back to life. It's at 0.612 in the house. So that is not too bad. Hopefully you guys understand that. It's been a pretty quiet weekend. The volumes are pretty low. No real news out there. Let's take a look what's going on with the Bitcoin right now. So if you take a look at Bitcoin on the daily right now, we're seeing that Bitcoin is just above $20,000, and it's just really kind of doing the crabby walk, going sideways. So there's really not much out there in terms of cryptocurrency. It's pretty boring, pretty drab day out there. So guys and gals, this is I just want to say thanks for watching. It's a great time to be alive. Do not forget to go and check out my links, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. We got 4,724 followers out there. So hopefully this was informative, and I really think that from that perspective, if it's me, I think that getting 1.598 million, almost 1.6 million worth of tokens is probably a good start, and if we can definitely get this up to 10%, then this is going to be huge, guys. So if we get 10% burn, that's going to take 5 years, guys. 5 years. If we get 20%, it's going to take 2.5 years. So who knows? Take a long shot. Take a kind of a a moon boy perspective on that. $500, 1.5 million in 5 years. In 5 years, once we hit that dollar, guys, you could be a millionaire. So it is what it is. So